Welcome back to another episode of Learn with Shavern. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, right? The fact that I'm sitting in my robe and like I'm really waiting for my work day to go by. And the thing is like I work from home most of the time. And it may sound sweet, but like I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just kind of having one of those days where my mental focus, you know what it is? This is exactly it. Like in all honesty, when your heart's truest desire and your passion are not in alignment with what it is that you do for work, it will be very hard for you to stay focused, right? Because you don't have no will, no desire to want to keep it going, to want to keep doing it. It becomes mundane. You're like, oh man, I'm doing this thing over and over and over. Does it truly make me happy? And I'm at a stage in life where like those are the questions that I'm asking myself. Okay, well, does this make me happy? Right? Does this truly make me happy? Is this in alignment with what my heart's truest desires is? Like when I tell you guys the things that I've manifested for myself, y'all think I be playing. See, to even be able to work from home, like 2 years ago, I would have never thought that there was a corporate America job that would allow me to work from home. And I could, one of my desires was to be able to like make money, sit at home all day, and let, kind of not really have too much human interaction. Which I know sounds funny to have as a desire, right? But those are my desires. Everybody got their own stuff going on. So that is what I desired. That is what I manifested for myself. And so like I'm going on 2 years now working from home and being pretty comfortable. So, I got gifted this robe. Shout outs to JR for the robe. Guys, that reminds me actually. It is okay to be a receiver of gifts as well as it's okay to be a giver of gifts. A lot of us find ourselves very often giving way too much. When you get to a point where you start evaluating like, man, am I giving my time? Am I giving my energy? Am I giving my effort? What have I received? If these things don't match up, start falling back. Start reeling it back, right? This is just like a really random video because I needed to take like a mental break and clear my mind. I just figured I'd share this with you guys because I am in a very grateful mood today. And honestly, I only like making these videos for you guys when I have the time and I am in a great energy space, because that is what I want to deliver to you all. Nice, high vibrational energies, right? That's what I want you guys to take away from that in terms of that. But yeah, you want to balance out your giving and receiving. If you find that you receiving too much, maybe you taking too much from people, maybe you too needy. Or if you find that you're giving too much of anything, right? If you find that it's not balanced, because life at the end of the day, I always tell you guys this, life is about balance. You should not be doing more of one thing than the other whatsoever, point blank, period. And there's, God will let you know, like, whatever you want to call it, right? The universe will let you know when your life is imbalanced. The universe will give you little hints or signs to let you know. So like, for example, for me, I have recently been like you guys know, I've said it in my other videos, I'm a single mom, I work a lot, and I have all these delegations with being a part of PTA and so forth. And like my son really made me feel bad yesterday, because as much as I do and as awesome and as amazing as I desire and aim to be every day, he was just like, you know what, Mom, all I want is just to spend time with you. And it really hit home, because I was like, dang, I do all of this stuff for you. And really, like, if I didn't do any of it, it wouldn't really matter at the end of the day, because all you really want is like if we went to the park and like walked down the street together and I held your hand, that's really and truly what I got out of that, right? Like just being able to spend that simple time with him. And being able to recognize that this is something that my son wants, right? Because a lot of us tend to shower our children with materialistic things, and sometimes the things that they want actually are not materialistic, and we train them to be materialistic via affection instead of listening to them, because a lot of the things that they truly want, their heart's truest desires, are priceless, right? So one of the things I'm intent to manifest for myself with my son, really, because of stuff like that, right? I'm intent one day to be, well, not one day, I'm intent to right now, because past, present, and future all happen simultaneously, just in small increments of moments, right? I'm intent to manifest for myself to be able to create, maybe non-conventional ways of income for myself, several streams of income for myself, so that way I can spend that time with my son all the time. I want to be able to homeschool my son. Like, my heart's truest desire is I really want to be able to homeschool my son and wake up and say, okay, Anthony, what are we going to learn about today? And my son says, you know what, Mom, I want to learn about India today. All right, well, check this out. We're going to hop on a plane. We're going to go to India. We're going to see the real India. You're going to learn the history from the people and from the land, right? Not from a textbook. That is my idealistic view of how real schooling should be. And no matter how, that's my desire, right? So I don't really care about anybody else's opinion on it, or their thought process, or, well, that sounds kind of trippy, or whatever the case may be. That's my desire, so that's my thing. That's what I want for my son, right? And I know, because I put that out there, I already know the universe is concocting some plan, because the universe co-conspires with all of us. The universe is conspiring some plan for me right now, because it knows that will definitely be in the highest good. But it's conspiring some plan to make that happen, and I am intent to remain, a humble servant to the will of the universe, and remain patient and take with me the lessons that are to be learned with this. So I say all of that to say that never judge yourself for where you currently are, because you have no idea what in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, where you could be. 3 years ago, I was homeless, right? And with no job. I was homeless and unemployed 3 years ago. So to look at me now, to be able to work from home, to be able to have a place to live, to be able to have a car, right? And the trippy thing was I was homeless with a car, and I really reevaluated my life, because at that time, I had just got a brand new car. It was a brand new 2015. And I was like, damn, you know what? This car really don't mean jack, because I don't got nowhere to live. So, start checking putting those type of things in check, and really saying to myself, okay, what is it that I truly value? I need to really align myself with that, and really go from there. You start to uncover some real ugly stuff about yourself when you begin to observe what it is that truly makes you happy. You start to realize that some of the stuff that you thought made you happy this whole time really came from maybe other people's expectations, or other people's ideologies of what you're supposed to do, or what they think is the correct thing for you to do, or what society has deemed correct for you to do, or what society has deemed appropriate for you to do, right? A lot of people live out of fear of these insecurities, and it's interesting, the unconscious behaviors that we tend to manifest when we're unawares of self still learning self, right? I am even still learning. So there's things about myself daily that I sit back and be like, okay, interesting. All right, let's see, how does this fit in with my bigger picture? Because I always tell y'all, I'm not perfect, and I really feel like I'm the endless student, right? So even though I'm on here talking to you guys, I am the endless student. I am always learning. If anybody is into astrology or esoteric astrology, the astrology learning of self, right? The astrological study of self, you will learn quite a bit about yourself as an individual, and how you respond to the external world, and how you were born under that, and why your soul chose for you to come into this current life form. So for my present example, right, as I mentioned, I'm the endless student. I reincarnated to always learn. And because I learned this way, I learn very quickly, right? So my soul chose a very hard direction in life. It chose to be a black woman, right, in America. So it chose things that were challenging that we must overcome. You have to evaluate what is it that your soul chose, because remember, your soul didn't only just choose you. All right, your soul chose how you look, how you respond to things. Your soul chose everything that you are, but you do have the ability to transmutate certain things, right? And change it and be what and who and how and whatever you want to be. Look at me. Right? You can be whatever you want to be, like, for real, for real. Not saying I'm balling like Jordan, but at the end of the day, I am happy. And that's what truly matters, is that I can sit here and tell y'all I am happy. So peace and blessings, family. I wish you guys a powerful, productive day. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. I thank you guys so much